welcome to episode 32 of SOHO Insights.
Where each week we talk about the latest products, services, and trends that help your small office, home office business be more productive, efficient, and fun.
Hello, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Jen, and this week's episode is about Google Plus and how this affects our small office, home office businesses. One more network we have to consider.
Just one more.
Just one more.
Out of the millions.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're wondering that we're wearing
Mother-daughter matching clothes.
I was joking with Jen that how many times do you think we could do this mother-daughter kind of matching thing? I don't think we ever did it as she was growing up.
No. Ew, no. No, we haven't. So anyway, we're wearing matching shirts because we're launching smallbusinessdoitbetter.com tomorrow. And it's just kind of a soft launch. We're starting the big campaign in August. I almost said April. That was a long time ago.
Well, it feels like April here.
It does. It's really upsetting. We're in the Northwest, yeah. So anyway, getting on to Google Plus. This is something that I've just played around with a little bit, but our account manager, Carissa Dunphy, who's at Caffeine Keyboard on Twitter. She invited us to use Google Plus. Yes, we were invited
to Google Plus.
Yes, and so we've been playing around with it a little bit, and so she's kind of come up with a cheat sheet for us on what to tell you about because she's just loving it.
She's such a geek.
She's funny. So anyway, Google Plus launched a couple weeks ago, and it's obviously by Google, and it's their form of social network that is trying to compete with Facebook and the Twitter and all that fun stuff. I just said the Twitter.
The Twitter. That's something your mom would say.
Yeah, so the slogan is real life sharing, rethought for the web. So it's a lot of the same stuff, but thought of in a way that if you're using Facebook, you're like, man, I wish they would have done this, or I wish they would have done that.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, for the record, I'm not a huge Facebook fan because my history and all of that.
What was your history and all that?
I just don't, Napster, everybody involved with Facebook just didn't thrill me. Anyways, if I could, I would pick another network. But all of my friends, family are stuck in Facebook already, and they like it. Google, on the other hand, I love Google, so I could really get on board. But I wasn't that excited when I looked at Google Plus.
Okay, and we'll talk about that in a little bit as to why, because there's a shortage of men and women, or shortage of women
it was on the news too.
Playing on this network, and so we'll kind of talk about that in a little bit. But so going on is just the features piece of it. Google Plus is integrated with the rest of the suite of Google applications. So if you have Gmail, you have to have a Google account actually in order to use Google Plus. Who doesn't have one though? I know I have my junk mail. The problem though that business owners are coming across is that a lot of business owners have multiple Gmail accounts, and I have this. I have Ovaleye's Gmail account. I have my own, and I have because we have multiple YouTube accounts. And it's all tied together. So now business owners are having to kind of clean it up a little bit.
Well, and you can't even have a business page on Google Plus. So.
Right. So
and our page on Google Plus is called Ovaleye. I think that's
It's not necessarily set up for Google Plus, really.
And whose name will it? Well,
I know. So anyway, it's integrated all within there. If you use Google Docs or YouTube right now, then you've kind of got a little leg up on people. I've always had a Google profile, so if you search my name, it comes up in Google.
I searched your name yesterday.
Yeah, it'll usually come up at the bottom with like a little image of what you have in your profile. So that profile got basically reworked and put into Google Plus. So if you are on your Facebook profile, it's kind of similar to that, but in Google Plus.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about the pros and cons of Google Plus because one of those is that I looked at a CEO of a company, which I think is kind of an interesting thing when you Google like a CEO of a company that you really want to get to know. His profile came up as Google Plus, but all the feeds that he talked in Google Plus is on Google.
In public?
Yeah.
In public. In public. All of that is a little confusing, but that is one of the features is the circles. So when I have an image of it actually, so there's actually an image of the start. So can you bring up Google Plus start, I think it is. So you can see what it looks like when you log into your account. I just did a couple screenshots when I was in there playing around.
I did one, but I forgot to tell you I did.
Yeah, so this is the start. This is what you see when you go to log into Google Plus. There's actually a demo page, and it's in the same kind of title.
Now right there, I like the Facebook look compared to this look.
Yeah, so that's the big thing that I was going to bring up as to why my theory is that not very many women use it. It feels like an intranet almost. It's not very feminine. The corners are sharp. The colors are a little bit darker, bolder, and it kind of turns you off, I guess. Whereas Facebook is a little bit more inviting and so anyway, I feel like the aesthetics is a little bit as to why women aren't as quick to catch on to it, and I'm sure there's other reasons, but that's just me.
I'm not saying that Facebook's the all end of everything, because that one scroll bar is just driving me nuts. So I'm not going to go there.
So bring up the Google Plus Circles image so you can take a look at what this is. And I used my own personal network, so I apologize if you're in this screenshot, but it's mainly my business people, so it's fine. So here you can see that when you bring in new contacts into Google Plus, you're able to assign them into a circle and create your own circles.
Which I liked. I like that part.
Yeah, so
because your family, clients, you know, and then you can mix them up too if you want.
Yeah, and then you can decide whether or not one status is going out to one circle or one status is going out to another circle.
This is just another thing to do too during this whole social media circle.
Yeah, but this is I don't really get why this is so exciting, because you're able to do this with Facebook too, and I guess the biggest difference is it's not as user friendly. There's a little bit more work that has to go into it. You have to create lists of your family that you already have. Probably most people have 300 contacts already in Facebook, so you would have to go in and create lists and each one of those. Google Plus is a new network where you're able to bring people in and do it right then and there. So that might be a benefit, but I didn't really understand that too much.
So are we giving this a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I'm not giving it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's more just we're just telling
information because it's still in beta, right?
No.
Oh, it's not.
It was by invite only, and now it's open up to the public, I believe. But you're still able to send out invites, I think.
Okay.
So the last piece, well, there's two more pieces that Carissa wanted us to talk about. The first to the second to the last. The second to the last piece is Sparks. Something called Sparks, where if the news feed thing, if there's not enough people in your network or they're not talking or sharing enough content, Sparks will fill it in with things that you're interested in. So basically bringing content in through like the search function of Google. So this is the news feed. You're able to see that there. And it looks a little bit like Facebook, I think.
So the articles that we enjoy and things like that, that'll show up? Or
if you fill it in with your interests, it'll pull in instead of people just talking.
All right.
Whereas before, I would have to, I've had to go in and physically like all of the pages on Facebook. Yeah. So this is basically just inviting in things that you're interested in. So the last piece is the Hangouts, and I don't have a screenshot for this, but you can bring up the demo screenshot at least so you can see. We'll include a link over at ovaleye.tv so you can go there and try out the demo of it without even having to sign up.
I did try it.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. I like how they kind of teach you how to use it. So yeah, it's very like drag and it's all Anyway, it's pretty fun to play with. So anyway, Hangouts is a chat room basically. Kind of, this is another thing I'm like, this is just like Facebook. Facebook chat they have the same thing, and I'm always a little irritated when people chat with me, even if I want to talk to them. It's not that I don't like them. It's just I'm on Facebook for 5 seconds maybe to update my business profile.
Updating.
Yeah, and then you get off, and it's just like, don't bug me. I don't want to talk to you.
I just don't want to be rude when people are saying. But plus, my iPhone, I don't always catch who's saying hi to me, and then the next day I'll look on my computer. It's like, oops.
So anyway, the whole chat room thing is not that appealing to me, but the difference between Facebook and this is that it brings in video chat,
which is cool.
I believe up to 6 people, but I could be wrong on that.
I think Google Plus will be a very interesting social media place.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with it, because currently it's not open to businesses. It's personal profiles, so it's more one-to-one relationship building rather than doing a direct business to a person. And I'm not sure about the terms of service as to whether or not you're able to talk about business type stuff, but I'm assuming with Circles, you can say,
That'll be all your
send one
circle of
thing
friends.
to one, like a business group, and another thing to just family.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so that would be nice. So anyway, those are some of the issues and some of the good things, pros and cons, features of Google Plus. And we
use it.
We both recommend that you go and check it out for yourself.
Their little tutorials on the page is very good.
Yeah, and you don't have to spend very much time to just play around with it. It's not going to kill you to just spend 5 minutes to look at it and see if it's worth your time. And if you don't get into it today...
I think we will get into it at some point in the near future.
But if you don't get into it today, don't feel bad about yourself. There's still plenty of time. It's brand new. Wait for other people to get involved and then tell you how to do it.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so now that there's Google Plus, how do you find the right network for your business? Like we said before, there's only so many hours in the day, and how is it that you can put those hours to good use? And the biggest thing that we want to recommend, or I guess push, I feel like we say this all the time on SOHO Insights, but you need to have a place to call home. You need to have web hosting, preferably from Ovaleye. Buy your domain name, and then have
this is why we're doing SOHO Insights, to get out there to tell people about this too. So, and
to bring you SOHO tips.
That's the whole reason why Ovaleye is here, to give our clients as much info.
Yes. So we always recommend that you have a home base, whether it's a WordPress blog or if it's just a site builder landing page, whatever it is, that's something that you can call home, where you have your own email coming to your domain names, and we always recommend that. So moving forward, now that you have that home base, what do you send out the content to? What do you send people back into your home base to learn more about you, where they can contact you, and that type of things? And the ones that Ovaleye is present on is Facebook, Twitter. We've got, and you can see our Facebook page.
I love our Facebook page.
We don't have very many fans, though. I haven't spent too much time on trying to get new fans.
I have this thing about liking businesses. That bothers me.
You?
Yes, to no end. But maybe Google Plus will have something better.
Yeah, so Facebook, we also have a little discount on there. If you want to go to facebook.com/OvaleyeCloud, you can get $3 off your domains. Yeah. I think that's a little
big
secret.
Deal.
You should find that out. So anyway, Facebook, our Twitter page is on there. You can see that. And each one of these, as you can see, you can customize to build it into your business a little bit more. So we've got a custom Twitter background, although I don't know how many people actually go to a Twitter page anymore.
I do. I
usually use Twitter with cell phone or something like that.
But if I'm in the office, I like to see there.
Okay, and then the next one, so we've got Facebook and Twitter. The last one that is kind of in this little block is Instagram, which kind of feeds into both of them.
I love an Instagram.
And if you see in the screenshot, Instagram is really not...
It's real time, it's fun, and you get to see what people are up to.
Yeah, this is a picture of Power Chicks that I went to. Power Chicks International. It's on Facebook, the facebook.com/thepowerchicks, I think. So, yeah, it's not something you can just go onto your browser and look at. You have to actually have an iPhone and be part of the community within the app, which is kind of fun. It's nice to go through and see people's pictures. We're the elite
iPhone group, I have to say, but Instagram is one of my favorite things.
Google Plus is not on iPhone yet.
Yeah, that's another big no-no with it on Google Plus.
Yeah, but see, this is another thing that irritates me with all of these places. You've got Facebook email, so they're locking you in there if you've accepted to do the Facebook email. Google Plus, you have to have an Android, which is Google.
Yeah, I could
what
see
else?
that, though, but
iTunes and the music that they're doing, the cloud-based, you have to be in the iPhone.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
That part wasn't good either.
So anyway...
Moving on.
So anyway, we've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And the reason why we've kind of bundled those together is that we've chosen
You can't do it all.
Yeah, but we've chosen to be part of Facebook and Twitter because they're the largest networks out there.
And we're finding really great people on Twitter, too.
Yeah, Instagram is an example of a niche network that it's smaller, but it's growing, and it's all focused on photographs and bringing that element into it. And then you're also able to send that out into your Facebook and Twitter so the larger networks can get it too. So I like that idea of going into a more niche network that is more specialized.
Well, and Facebook too, it brings a a different face to Ovaleye because we're all online. So that Facebook gives the Instagram, and then the Twitter, it connects. It just works so perfectly.
Yeah, so anyway, those are the 3 that we've done. And like I said, be where the most people are, be where your audience is, and then try and be in some area where it's very niched out, very small, and just compare, just try it out for fun and see.
We've been doing it for a while now.
For you.
Yes.
So the last one, well actually there's a few more, but one for Ovaleye is Yelp. And a lot of you as small businesses are on Yelp, or Merchant Circle is another one.
Our local clients really need to be on
Judy's
those.
Book, I think it's called. There's a lot of them.
Angie's.
Well, anyway, there's a lot of these review type sites that I'm sure a lot of your small businesses are on, and these you don't have to have as much social interaction, but you do have to keep them up to date.
Yes, please keep them up to date. A lot of them don't. A lot of businesses don't look again at those, and they're very important to look at.
So those are more of a business-oriented type thing. Then there's also personal profiles, and I did a search for my name, Jennifer Dono, on Google, and you can see the top results if you bring it up. So it's just results, Jennifer Dono.
It's looking.
Giving the producer cues. Bring it up. So the search results for Jennifer Dono, as you can see, are more networked based. So I've got LinkedIn.
Yes, that's a good.
Biznick is another one. So these are more personalized for a person versus a business. And if you can bring up Biznick, it's a I've mentioned it in a couple of videos right now, or in the past. That is.
I think it's a very good.
It's a community that's out of Seattle,
yes.
and it is dedicated to solopreneurs. And as you can see, it's more personal. So you've got your business type ones that you can do through Facebook or Twitter, and then personal that obviously can do through Facebook and Twitter as well, but also Biznick and LinkedIn and things like that. So anyway, that was just a quick little roundup, and the best thing that we can tell you is to just test it out. Don't just test it out for a day or so.
Don't be overwhelmed. Don't be scared. Just try these out because I was going to say the Twitter. Using Twitter is a really good start if you just start following people and watch, and then Facebook connects the website, Twitter, whatever you're using. I think it connects it well.
But the biggest thing is test it out and do it longer than just a day and be consistent. Otherwise, you're not going to know whether or not it's good for your business or not.
And if you're having a hard time opening up or starting that Facebook page, give Ovaleye a call. 877-OVALEYE, because I want you to start this.
I'm not going to help anyone in their Facebook pages.
We have lots of connections that help you out there.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so this is Kathy and Jen with SOHO Insights. Please check us out at ovaleye.com. Until next week, thanks.